Namaste, this is Urban Spiritualist, and this is the weekly reading again for Twin Flame Divine Partnership for the week beginning on September 18th. Thank you for all the positive response you've been giving to me for my last video. I think my last video was one of the most successful one. Maybe because now it is on YouTube. Maybe it is reaching more people, and people are seeing my videos, watching my videos. They're resonating with the contents, they're liking it, and they're appreciating it, and that encourages us, the readers, in this journey, in this path, to do more reading. There I am doing my next reading. This video is for Twin Flame. I'm going to do another video shortly for soulmate connections. It's just that I'm going to do another personal client reading, which I'm going to put on YouTube, and whoever in soulmate relationship can watch this video, and it sort of will be general for people who are in soulmate connections. So let's start this reading. Praying to Lord Ganesha. Vakratunda Mahakaya Koti Surya Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada. And Divine Masculine Shiva and Divine Feminine Shakti. Let us start this video. Okay. I always get confused. I've got almost 30-40 decks of different oracle and tarot cards, and I always get confused about which deck to use for one particular reading. Since the last reading was very popular and resonated with you guys, I thought I'll use the same deck this week. Maybe next week I'll change. So here we are. I'm going to use Nature's Whispers, Mystical Wisdom, and Alana Fairchild's Journey of Love. So let's take the cards similarly like we did last time. I'll take 3 cards for a divine masculine, 3 cards for divine feminine, and 3 cards for the connection. So let us see what today we have got to say. So this is Nature's Whispers, and these are the cards for divine masculine. Let us shuffle. I'm not sure whether you are aware of the different techniques of cleansing the cards of all the energies. I remember reading, I think it must be one of the Doreen Virtue's journals, where she did mention that one of the way is gentle tap, like that, before, in between every readings, to just take away the energies. Of course, meditation and manifesting and affirmations, all these things does help to cleanse the cards. And I do use quite a lot of incense and lamps, candles and lamps. I mean, if you remember, I did a video about lamp lit by ghee. That is clarified butter used in Indian cooking, which is supposed to be a very good energy clarificant. So I have done all those things today. Still, let us shuffle these cards and choose 3 cards for divine masculine. Card 1. Oh, this stands out. Card 2. And card 3. So this is for divine masculine. Now this is for Divine Feminine. Using mystical wisdom, as I mentioned, I feel very connected to these cards. I don't know. It might be I'm getting. It took me a while. There are only few decks I use, and I tend not to use tarot cards as much because I find tarot reading a bit more complicated, and I like reading oracle cards. And of course, I read quite a lot of Hindu oracle cards because I like through the cards I like exploring the Hindu mythology and Hindu philosophy, and I feel very connected to that. However, these decks are speaking to me more now. So there it is. First card for Divine Feminine. Ooh. It has to be that one. Second one. Third one. That was easy. And the outcome card. Again, I'm using Alana Fairchild's Journey of Love. Let us not call it outcome. Let us call it the card for the connection. Oops. That's the first one. Oh, two cards. So those two cards came out together, so we can use them. Right. So let's start this reading. Now the first card for Divine Masculine, catch your breath. It clearly says, catch your breath. We know, we use this expression, catch your breath, whenever we say something on the lines of stop, calm down, take it slow, calm down, take it slow. Maybe there's something happening. If you're connecting it to the previous reading, we did say that how Divine Masculine is waking up to the inner truth and then illuminated. Maybe he is doing something, because if you see this child here, when you look, is looking towards the Divine Feminine, and I think he's rushing towards something, and this card is telling him to slow down, not to rush, to catch his breath, and try to take it slow. And there is a butterfly there, and lot of fairies. Wow, and butterflies. So that inner child who has woken up, if you remember the inner truth, what we were talking about in the last reading, this Divine Masculine has woken up, and he probably is running towards Divine Feminine, and the angels and fairies are asking him to slow down, not to rush through it. So that is what I am interpreting from this card. Let us see how does it reflect in the context of Divine Feminine. This is another beautiful card. It is called Knowledge. Right. There is this Divine Feminine sitting there reading books. There's a light illuminated, and then surrounding her is this little, oh my god, these are beautiful cards. She does see the divine masculine and that divine partnership. Wow, I need to read about this one. I don't know what story there is. I'm sure there is a story here which is, wow, knowledge. Yes, knowledge is the most powerful tool that you can use to bring about the change to yourself and to the world around you. Building knowledge is ongoing process with results that will last your lifetime. No one can take this away from you. Knowledge is the foundation that can provide you with opportunities of fulfillment and freedom to choose your life's path. It will bring about confidence and clarity, so follow your path with enthusiasm and focus. Mantra: knowledge brightens my horizons for the future. Uh, Divine feminine is always into learning new skills, new things, and enlightened. I mean, she's the one who is first enlightened even before the divine masculine. So maybe this card is highlighting that that may sound like the case where, if you see this card, divine masculine is running towards divine feminine, who is deep in her quest of knowledge, and nature is asking him to slow down. So this is what I am interpreting from these cards. It may resonate differently for different people. And the connection card between them is heart of the moment. There is this beautiful heart, and there is this divine souls around this heart, and the connection is, there is this strong bond between this knowledge seeking divine feminine and divine masculine, who is running towards her in such a speed. Maybe he's worried that he has wasted enough time now. Divine feminine may not be, or maybe now that he has realized the truth, he wants to rush towards her. If you remember, my last card for the divine masculine in last week was new approach, or maybe that's what he's using, this new approach, and with this enthusiasm, the way he's running towards the divine feminine, the nature is asking him to slow down and take it slow. uh, these cards are really speaking to me now. I'm really enjoying. Knowledge is the key, and all the divine feminine, we do know that, and we always respect it. uh, I'm learning so much now, and so many new things. So these cards, or this reading totally resonates to me. Right, let us go into our second card for divine masculine. Bountiful harvest. Wonder what he's harvesting, I don't know. So this is like an abundance, isn't it? Bountiful harvest. So there he is. He's harvesting. There's a beautiful flowers there, and this lady adorned with these flowers, and she's holding the whole universe, or the world is an oyster, as we say. The world is an oyster, and there's this beautiful pigeon flying towards, and again this card is looking towards divine feminine. So divine masculine is is harvesting. Maybe is illumination, and his growth as a divine soul, as is paying off now. So he is harvesting, and he's harvesting bountiful. Wow, I didn't expect that. I'm quite excited about this card. Okay, let us see what second card of Divine Feminine says. Seven deadly sins. Right. I wonder what this card is here for. Again, I have to refer. I didn't expect that card here. Seven deadly sins. Welcome to the world of human nature. The seven deadly sins are at the root of all destructive behavior. Greed and other negative traits drive harmful human activity that impacts the quality of life on earth, particularly the environment. It is the lack of concern for the preservation of Mother Earth and all these humans' destructive traits that are leading to the devastation of the life on this planet. What the seven deadly sins mean: sloth, laziness, being physically and emotionally inactive; gluttony, overindulgence in anything to the point of waste; lust, an intense desire of physical and sexual gratification; greed, excessive pursuit of material possession and power; wrath, extreme feeling of uncontrollable anger; envy, discontentment aroused by another's good fortune; pride, excessive self-love and arrogance. I'm sure they do mean that the knowledge what Divine Feminine is gaining now, she is trying to realize, and this card is warning her that there is still lot of work to do. She has to conquer all these deadly sins and get control over it, and that will be the the way forward. And the card for the connection between them is heaven. By the look of it, if you put these cards and from the perspective from above downwards, and from Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, and the relationship card, this is definitely a match made in heaven. Here the Divine Feminine has to continue the pursuit of knowledge, and with knowledge she realizes, and she masters the skills of controlling the seven deadly sins. On the other hand, Divine Masculine has woken up to the connection, and I think he is now looking at Divine Feminine and rushing towards her with so much of enthusiasm, in the process harvesting bountiful. And as I mentioned, this is the heart of the moment. And then the next one is the heaven card, saying that this is the connection made in the heaven. And that's how I'm getting these cards are to be. And the third card for Divine Masculine is empowerment. Again, this card is looking towards Divine Feminine. So maybe he is woken up, and he has got bountiful of harvest, and he feels empowered to look towards the Divine Feminine, and that's how he is perceiving this relationship to be like maybe a power trip, maybe at this stage he wants Divine Feminine as his, to feed his ego, to it's more like a power trip for him where he he has to tell himself that he has gained this this divine feminine who has control over seven sins of humankind and who has gained this divine knowledge. And the third card, self-reliance. Don't be afraid to fly solo. Now this is again, I think this card actually relates to my last card. Last card said the divine feminine took the control of the animal bond, animal within her, and she is riding it, and she is empowered and she is moving forward. So similarly, this time it says the same. The journey of the divine feminine continues. She is completely in knowledge and she is still learning. She's having, if you see that, it asks divine feminine to attain the knowledge, to get control over seven deadly sins, and be self-reliant. And she is not, I guess she is not thinking anymore that she is dependent on divine masculine. So she is looking away. If you see these cards are the way the cards are placed, she is looking away, and her this newfound confidence is giving a divine masculine a sort of a power trip where he wants to get control over her as well. So that's how I read these cards. And with regarding to the third card for the relationship between them, contemplation. Contemplation. Self-reliance, empowered masculine and self-reliant feminine, and the relationship between them is contemplation. And the card number is 69. 69 makes it 6. 69, yin and yang. Contemplation. Need to read about this. These cards are very mystical, aren't they? Very mystical. It's nice to have your interpretation, but I would love to know what the person who has done this card want us to know about them. 69. Contemplation. Within you there is a question arising. When you get the question, write the answer will be self-evident, but you have to plunge your consciousness deep within to find the right question, to articulate it clearly and understand what it is that you are really asking. That question within you is actually a divine gift of awakening. It is your future awakened self waiting to be found and calling to you too. Let the question arise. Through dreams, dance, meditation, sleep, yoga, time in nature, swimming in the ocean, bathing in the aromatherapy bath, receiving a hot stone massage, the question holds within it the next unfolding petal of lotus of your being. This oracle brings you an invitation to enter into the mystery of your life and your being, and to allow the biggest question you can summon to emerge from your heart and be expressed through love. Your question may emerge as clear and shining or soft and yielding. A question with no words, only feeling. Whatever truth emerges, let that be your contemplation. In response to that question, the next step forward will unfold before you, revealed in perfect clarity and perfect timing. This oracle brings you a message from your own divine nature. Come, sit with me and breathe. I want to ask you something. I want you to ask me something. Together there is a conversation that we are to have now that will be beautiful accord between us that overflows into all of your relationships, bringing more understanding and peace. So basically, maybe now that divine masculine, with this bountiful harvest and with this enthusiasm and feeling of empowerment, moving towards the divine feminine, who with the knowledge and control over herself, including 7 deadly sins, she has become very self-reliant. Now, this this heart belonging to each other in a match made in heaven, they have to sit and contemplate and have that conversation, what they want in life and where it is heading. That is all I'm getting in this reading. uh, Again, I enjoyed this reading. I mean, I'm enjoying this reading so much now. I'm waiting for every Friday to do this, to do this reading. uh, I will do another reading today, and I will be posting another reading for which will be for divine partnership, for soulmate connection. Uh, it is going to be a personal reading for a client who has given me permission to put it online anonymously. So there you go. Before I finish, I want to tell you that very soon there is going to be a sort of celebration on my YouTube channel. Uh, this will be during the holy period of Navaratri or Dashera. This is a period where of 10 days where divine feminine is celebrated in India. The Shakti, the divine feminine, is celebrated, is worshipped in different forms for those 9 nights and 10 days. It's a very beautiful festival, and all the temples of India where divine feminine is the chief deity celebrate their annual celebrations at the same time. I was hoping to be in India for this year, but unfortunately I'm going to India after this festival. So however, I have decided to celebrate it in my own way through my channel. I'm going to post a video or few short videos on different aspects of Shakti, uh, including the stories, mythology, and tidbits about the philosophy behind it. So I I again ask you guys to subscribe to my channel on YouTube so that I can make more videos like this, and and I learn knowledge. I learn to control over my 7 deadly sins through this, and be self-reliant. So eventually I will have that contemplation for that match which was made in heaven and where my heart belongs to. Again, I'm going to take this divine opportunity to congratulate one of my very favorite readers who recently had a reunion. She is someone I look up at, and I'm glad, her reunion with her twin is reassuring for us all. On the other hand, there was recently another acquaintance or Facebook friend of mine, a soul sister, who has found someone in her life which she says that is not a twin, but I think at the end of the day that is what universe wants. So I'm happy for her as well. To all you beautiful souls out there, have a lovely week ahead. Namaste.